Hello, everyone, and welcome back to EFL USA. I'm Emma, and today we are going to fix one of the biggest fears that every beginner English speaker has in America. The phone rings, and your brain freezes. You know the words. You practice them. But the moment a real voice speaks fast on the other end of the line, everything disappears. Today, that stops. This is practical English for life in America, and today's lesson is English for phone calls and appointments. Close your eyes for a second. Imagine your phone rings right now. It's the doctor's office. A fast voice says, "Hi, this is Riverside Clinic. We need to confirm your appointment for tomorrow. Is 2:30 still good for you? Could you answer that in 3 seconds?" Without translating in your head first, if you hesitated even a little, you are exactly who this lesson is for. By the end of this video, phone calls in English will not scare you anymore. You will have real sentences ready in your mouth, not just in your memory. Before we start, if this is your first time here, please subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss a lesson. Now, take a breath, get comfortable, and let's begin with a true-to-life story, because the best way to learn is to live through a real situation with someone else first. Her name is Sophia. She moved to the United States 4 months ago. She speaks some English. She understands a lot when she reads it. But phone calls are still her biggest fear. Written English gives her time. A phone call gives her nothing. No time to think. No time to look up a word. No time to breathe. It's Tuesday afternoon, and Sophia is standing in her kitchen, holding a small dentist bill in one hand and her phone in the other. Her appointment is tomorrow morning at 9. But tomorrow morning, she has a job interview at 9:30 across town. She cannot be in 2 places at once. She needs to call the dental office and move her appointment to a different day. She has practiced this sentence in her head 100 times. I need to reschedule my appointment. Simple. She knows it, but her hand is shaking a little before she even presses call. Listen to this first. I need to reschedule my appointment. Now shadow it with me. I need to reschedule my appointment. Say it again, a little faster this time. I need to reschedule my appointment. Good. That sentence alone can save you in almost any phone call about an appointment. So, let's keep it close. Sophia takes a breath and presses call. The phone rings once, twice, and then a voice answers, fast, clear, and a little rushed because the office is busy. Riverside Dental. This is Karen. How can I help you? Sophia's mind goes blank for 1 second. Just 1 second. But then she remembers the sentence she practiced, and she says it. Hi, I need to reschedule my appointment, please. Karen doesn't slow down. Sure, can I get your name and date of birth? Sophia answers, but her voice shakes a little. Sophia Martins, March 15. Karen types quickly. Okay, I see you. Tomorrow at 9 with Dr. Lee. Is that right? Sophia says yes. Then Karen asks something Sophia did not fully prepare for. What day works better for you? This is the exact moment where most beginners panic because the question is open and you have to create your own sentence, not repeat one you memorize. Let's give you the tool for this moment right now. Listen to this pattern. Does Tuesday work for you? Now shadow it. Does Tuesday work for you? One more time, a little smoother. Does Tuesday work for you? This single question lets you offer a day without freezing because you are asking, not just answering. Sophia takes a small breath and says, "Does Thursday work for you?" Karen checks. "Thursday at 10:30, is that okay?" And here comes another moment of real pressure because Sophia has to confirm quickly, in real time, with no pause button. Listen to this confirming phrase. Yes, that works for me. Now shadow it with me. Yes, that works for me. Again, naturally. Yes, that works for me. This phrase is your safety net anytime someone gives you a time and you need to agree fast. Sophia says it. Yes, that works for me. Karen says, "Great, you're all set for Thursday at 10:30. Anything else?" And Sophia, feeling a small wave of confidence, now remembers one more thing she wanted to ask about whether her insurance will cover the visit, but she doesn't know how to ask it smoothly. There's a short pause on the line, the kind of pause that feels much longer than it really is when you're nervous. This is a very real risk in phone calls, the silence when you don't know the words. Let's give Sophia and you the tool for this exact moment. Listen to this useful phrase for asking about cost or coverage. Does my insurance cover this? Now shadow it. Does my insurance cover this? One more time, clearly. Does my insurance cover this? This phrase works at the doctor, the dentist, the pharmacy, almost anywhere you're worried about a bill. Sophia uses it. Does my insurance cover this? Karen answers, "Let me check." Yes, it looks like you're covered. You'll just have a small copay. Sophia doesn't fully know the word copay yet, but she doesn't panic. She simply says, "Okay, thank you," and the call ends smoothly. She hangs up, and for a second, she just stands there in her kitchen, smiling a small, proud smile. She did it. A real phone call, real speed, real pressure, and she got through it. This is exactly what we're building in this lesson, the exact vocabulary and sentence patterns. For real, fast phone conversations about appointments so that your brain never freezes again. Now let's slow down and build your vocabulary properly. Word by word, the same way Sophia's confidence grew. Piece by piece. Our first word today is reschedule. Reschedule. Repeat after me. Reschedule. This word simply means to change a meeting or appointment to a different time or day. For example, I need to reschedule my appointment. Or, can we reschedule for next week? Now, you try. Say one sentence using the word reschedule about your own life. Our second word is confirm. Confirm. Repeat after me. Confirm. Confirm means to say yes, that something is correct or agreed. For example, I'm calling to confirm my appointment for Friday. Or, can you confirm the time for me? Now, you try it. Make your own sentence using the word confirm. Our third word is available. Available. Repeat after me. Available. Available means free or open at a certain time. For example, is Thursday morning available? Or, what times are available this week? Now you try using the word available in your own short sentence. Our fourth word is voicemail. Voicemail. Repeat after me. Voicemail. This is the recorded message system that answers your call when a person cannot pick up the phone. For example, I called, but no one answered, so I left a voicemail. Or, please leave a message after the beep. That's what voicemail usually says to you. Now, imagine you called someone and they didn't answer. Make a sentence using the word voicemail. Our fifth word is hold the line. Hold the line. Repeat after me. Hold the line. This phrase means to wait on the phone without hanging up, usually while someone checks something for you. For example, can you hold the line for 1 moment? Or, I was on, hold the line for 10 minutes. Now, make your own sentence. Imagine you are asking someone to wait on the phone. Now, let's put all 5 words together. The way Sophia might use them in one more phone call, because seeing them work together in real conversation is what makes them stick in your memory. Listen carefully. First to the whole exchange, and then we will shadow it piece by piece. Imagine Sophia calling the same dental office one more time, 1 week later, just to double-check her Thursday appointment. The receptionist answers, Riverside Dental, this is Karen. Sophia says, Hi, Karen. This is Sophia Martins. I'm calling to confirm my appointment for Thursday. Karen says, Let me check if that's still available. Can you hold the line for a moment? Sophia says, Sure, no problem. A few seconds pass. Karen comes back. Okay, you're confirmed for Thursday at 10:30. Sophia says, Perfect. Thank you so much. And the call ends. Now, let's shadow this whole exchange together, piece by piece, slowly at first. Hi, this is Sophia Martins. Now you. I'm calling to confirm my appointment for Thursday. Now you. Can you hold the line for a moment? Now you. Sure. No problem. Now you. Okay. You're confirmed for Thursday at 10:30. Now you. Perfect. Thank you so much. Now you. Feel how these sentences connect into a real, natural flow. This is exactly what a real appointment confirmation call sounds like in the United States. And now, these exact words are living in your mouth, not just in a textbook, somewhere far away from real life. Let's go back to Sophia's story for a moment, because there's more happening in her week. And another phone call is coming, one with even more pressure than the first. A few days after her dental appointment call, Sophia receives a text message from her new job, the one she interviewed for after moving her dentist appointment. The text says, Congratulations, we'd like to offer you the position. Please call our HR office by 5 p.m. today to confirm your start date. Sophia looks at the clock. It's 4:15. She has 45 minutes. Her heart starts beating faster, not from fear of the job, but from fear of the phone call itself. This call matters. This call is different from a dental office. This is her actual career, her actual income, her actual future in this new country. She has never had a professional phone call in English before. Not one this important. She sits down at her kitchen table, writes a few words on a small piece of paper, takes a breath, and picks up her phone. This is exactly the kind of moment where beginners either freeze completely or push through and grow enormously. Let's prepare, Sophia, and you for professional phone calls, because the sentence patterns are a little different from casual ones. A little more careful, a little more polished. Listen to this professional opening phrase. Hi, this is Sophia, calling to confirm my start date. Now, shadow it with me. Hi, this is Sophia calling to confirm my start date. One more time, with confidence in your voice. Hi, this is Sophia calling to confirm my start date. Sophia dials the number on the text message. It rings twice. A calm voice answers. Thompson Marketing, this is Diane in HR. How can I help you? Sophia takes a breath and speaks the sentence she just practiced. Hi, this is Sophia calling to confirm my start date. Diane says warmly, Oh, wonderful. Welcome to the team, Sophia. Let me pull up your file. Does Monday, the 9th, work for you? And here it comes again, that same important pattern from earlier in our lesson. The confirming phrase that saves you every single time someone gives you information and needs a fast yes. Listen again. Yes, that works for me. Shadow it. Yes, that works for me. One more time, smoothly, like Sophia is really saying it right now. Yes, that works for me. Sophia says it. Clearly this time, with much less shaking in her voice than during her very first phone call, just 1 week earlier. Yes, that works for me. Diane continues. Perfect. We'll need you to arrive at 8:45 for orientation. Is that available for you? Sophia remembers our 4th vocabulary word from earlier, available, and she uses it naturally without even thinking hard. Yes, 8:45 is available for me. Diane says, Wonderful. I'll send you an email with all the details. Do you have any questions for me? This is another one of those open moments where Sophia has to build her own sentence instead of repeating a memorized one. She thinks for a second and then remembers something she genuinely wants to know about what to wear on her first day. She doesn't know the exact phrase, but she doesn't let the silence grow too long this time. Unlike the first phone call, she reaches for simple words instead of perfect ones. Listen to a simple, useful phrase for this exact situation. What should I wear on my first day? Now, shadow it. What should I wear on my first day? One more time, naturally. What should I wear on my first day? This is a perfect example of something important. You don't need advanced vocabulary to sound confident. You need simple, clear, correct sentences, spoken without long pauses. Sophia asks it. What should I wear on my first day? Diane laughs warmly and says, Business casual is perfect. Nothing too formal. Sophia says, "Great. Thank you so much, Diane." Diane replies, "You're very welcome, Sophia. We're excited to have you. See you Monday." And the call ends. Sophia sets her phone down on the table, and this time, instead of a small, nervous smile like after the dental call, she has a huge, proud smile because she just handled the most important phone call of her new life in the United States, in English, in real time, without a script in her hand, without translating word by word in her head. This right here, this exact feeling, is what English for phone calls and appointments is really about. It's not about sounding perfect. It's about not freezing when it matters most. Sophia didn't speak like a native speaker on that call. She used simple words, short sentences, and the patterns we just practiced together, and that was perfectly enough. Let's add 3 more essential words to your vocabulary now. More words that will help you in almost any phone call about appointments, jobs, or services here in America. Our next word is orientation. Orientation. Repeat after me. Orientation. Orientation is the first meeting or training when you start a new job where they explain the basic information you need. For example, "My orientation is on Monday morning." Or, "What time does orientation start?" Now, imagine you are starting a new job. Make a sentence using the word orientation. Our next word is business casual. Business casual. Repeat after me. Business casual. This means a style of clothing that is professional, but not extremely formal, like nice pants and a simple shirt, not a full suit. For example, the dress code here is business casual. Or, is business casual okay for the interview? Now, make your own sentence describing clothing using this phrase. Our final word for this part of the lesson is follow up. Follow up. Repeat after me. Follow up. Follow up means to contact someone again after some time has passed, usually to check on something or continue a conversation. For example, "I'll follow up with an email tomorrow." Or, "Can I follow up with you next week?" Now, imagine you need to contact someone again in a few days. Make your own sentence using follow up. You're building something real right now. Sentence by sentence, word by word, exactly the way Sophia built her confidence. Phone call by phone call. Every single phrase you just shadowed with me is a tool you can pick up the next time your own phone rings. And a fast voice speaks on the other end. And we are just getting started because there's more of Sophia's story coming and even more phrases waiting for you, including what to do when someone speaks too fast for you to understand, and how to politely ask them to slow down without feeling embarrassed at all. Sophia's story continues that same week, but this time the pressure comes from a completely different direction. One that catches almost every English learner off guard. A phone call from someone who talks fast, who doesn't wait, who doesn't slow down for you. No matter how nervous you sound, It's Thursday evening, 2 days before her new job starts, and Sophia's phone rings while she's unpacking boxes in her new apartment. The screen shows an unknown number, a local area code. She hesitates for half a second, remembers everything we just practiced together, takes a breath, and answers. Hello? The voice on the other end speaks immediately, fast, almost rushed, like someone who has made this exact call 50 times already today. Hi, this is Mark from Sunrise Properties, calling about the maintenance request you submitted. For your apartment, Unit 4B. Is now a good time? Sophia catches maybe half of the sentence. She hears maintain. She hears apartment. But the speed of the words blurs everything else together into one long sound. This is one of the most common, this is then's, most frustrating moments for beginner English speakers, and it is completely normal. Native speakers speak fast in real life, especially on the phone, especially when they're busy, and there is nothing wrong with you if you can't catch every word the first time. Estelle, what matters is what you do in that exact moment, and today we are giving you the exact tool for it. Listen to this essential phrase. Could you speak more slowly, please? Now shadow it with me. Could you speak more slowly, please? One more time, calmly, politely. Could you speak more slowly, please? This sentence is not embarrassing. This sentence is smart. Every single native speaker understands this request instantly, and most of them will happily slow down for you. Sophia uses it. I'm sorry. Could you speak more slowly, please? And immediately, Mark's voice slows down. Softer now, more careful. No problem at all. I'm calling about the maintenance request for your apartment, Unit 4B. Sophia understands every word this time, and she feels a small wave of relief wash over her. Yes, now is a good time, she says. Mark continues, still speaking a little more slowly than before. Great! So we got your request about the kitchen sink, and I wanted to schedule someone to come look at it. Are you available tomorrow between 9 and 11? Sophia remembers our earlier vocabulary word, available, and she uses it with real confidence now without even thinking hard about the grammar. Yes, I'm available tomorrow between 9 and 11. But then Mark adds something quickly. Almost as an afterthought, the way people often add small extra details in real conversation. Oh, and one more thing, we'll need access to the unit. Will someone be home, or should we use the master key? Sophia's mind goes quiet for a second. She understood most of the sentence, but one part, master key, is completely unfamiliar to her. This is another very real, very common moment in phone calls. Understanding almost everything, except one important detail. This is exactly where a second powerful phrase becomes your best friend. Listen to this one. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Now shadow it with me. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. One more time, smooth and natural. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. This phrase doesn't mean you didn't understand English. It simply means the information was unclear. Maybe the connection was bad, Maybe a word was new, and it gives the other person a natural, polite reason to repeat themselves. Sophia says it. I'm sorry. I didn't catch that. Could you repeat it? And here's another useful little addition worth learning right alongside it. Listen. Could you repeat that, please? Shadow it. Could you repeat that, please? One more time. Could you repeat that, please? These two phrases work beautifully together. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Followed by, could you repeat that, please? And together, they give you full permission every single time to ask for information again, without any embarrassment at all. Mark repeats himself kindly and clearly. Sorry, I meant, will you be home tomorrow morning, or do we need a key to get in? Now Sophia understands completely. Oh, I understand now. I'll be home, so you don't need a key. Mark says, perfect. Someone will be there between 9 and 11 tomorrow. Thanks. Sophia, have a good night. Sophia says, thank you, you too. And the call ends. She sets the phone down on a half-unpacked box, and for a moment, she just sits there thinking about what just happened. 2 weeks ago, a phone call like this one would have completely overwhelmed her, would have left her standing frozen, saying, yes, yes, yes. Okay, to things she didn't actually understand, just to end the awkward silence faster. But tonight, she asked for exactly what she needed. Twice, calmly, politely, and the call went smoothly because of it. What about you? Have you ever said yes on the phone to something you didn't fully understand, just because you felt too nervous to ask the person to repeat it? This happens to almost every English learner at some point, and it's completely okay. But now, you have 2 simple tools that change everything. Could you speak more slowly, please? And could you repeat that, please? These 2 sentences alone will save you from dozens of confusing, stressful phone calls in the future. Let's continue building your vocabulary now, because there are still a few essential words waiting for you. Eating, meet again. Words that appear constantly in real appointment and service calls here in the United States. Our next word is maintenance. Maintenance. Repeat after me. Maintenance. Maintenance means the work of fixing or taking care of something, usually in a house or apartment. For example, I need to submit a maintenance request. Or, the maintenance team will come tomorrow. Now, imagine something is broken in your home. Make a sentence using the word maintenance. Our next word is access. Access. Repeat after me. Access. Access means the ability to enter or get into a place. For example, we need access to the apartment tomorrow. Or, do you have access to the building? Now, make your own sentence using the word access. Imagine someone needs to enter your home or office. Our next word is a common phrase, master key. Master key. Repeat after me. Master key. A master key is a special key that can open many different doors or units in one building, usually held by the landlord or building manager. For example, the landlord used the master key to get in. Now, Imagine a situation where someone needs to enter a locked room without your key. Try making a sentence using master key. Let's put these new words together into one more short, realistic phone moment. The way Sophia might explain the whole situation to a friend later that same evening. Listen first, then we'll shadow it piece by piece. I got a call about maintenance for my kitchen sink. They asked if they needed access or if they should use the master key. I told them I'd be home, so they don't need the key. Now, let's shadow this together. Slowly, piece by piece. I got a call about maintenance. Now you. For my kitchen sink. Now you. They asked if they needed access. Now you. Or if they should use the master key. Now you. I told them I'd be home. Now you. So they don't need the key. Now you. Feel how naturally these pieces connect into one full, real sentence. The kind you'll actually use one day when you're explaining a phone call to a friend or a family member. Men. Sophia's story continues into the next morning. The day before her very first day at her new job. She wakes up early, makes a cup of tea, and sits by her kitchen window, thinking quietly about everything ahead of her. Her phone buzzes on the table. It's a call, but she's in the shower when it happens, and by the time she checks her phone, there's a small red notification. One missed call, one new voicemail. This is another situation that fills many beginners with instant anxiety. The idea of listening to a voicemail message, sometimes recorded quickly, sometimes with background noise, sometimes from someone speaking in a rush. Sophia presses play, her heart beating a little faster than usual. A voice speaks. Hi, Sophia. This is Diane from Thompson Marketing. Just calling to confirm. Everything is still good for tomorrow morning at 8:45. If anything changes, give us a call back. Otherwise, we'll see you then. Thanks. Bye. Sophia listens once, catches most of it, but wants to be completely sure before her very first day. This is a smart habit, by the way, listening to a voicemail message more than once if you need to. There's no rule that says you only get one chance. She presses play again, listens more carefully the second time, and this time, she understands every single word clearly. Now, here's an important skill. What do you say if you need to call someone back after a voicemail, or if you need to leave your own voicemail message for someone else? Let's build this tool together right now. Listen to this useful opening phrase for leaving a voicemail yourself. Hi, this is Sophia. I'm returning your call. Now shadow it with me. Hi, this is Sophia. I'm returning your call. One more time, clearly and naturally. Hi, this is Sophia. I'm returning your call. This single sentence works perfectly anytime you need to call someone back after missing call. Whether it's a doctor's office, a landlord, a job, or a service company. It sounds professional, it sounds confident, and it takes away all the awkwardness of, hi, you called me earlier, I think. Let's also learn a phrase for when you yourself need to leave a message for someone who didn't answer your call. Listen, please call me back when you get a chance. Now, shadow it. Please call me back when you get a chance. One more time. Please call me back when you get a chance. This phrase is polite, natural, and it works in almost every voicemail situation you'll face here in America. That evening, Sophia doesn't need to call anyone back. Everything for tomorrow is already confirmed, but she practices these phrases out loud in her kitchen anyway, just speaking them into the quiet room, the way we've been practicing together throughout this entire lesson. This is actually one of the most powerful habits you can build for yourself. Speaking phrases out loud, even when there's no real phone call happening, just to train your mouth and your brain to work together automatically. Ayabanit, without translation, without hesitation. Let's add 2 final vocabulary pieces before we move into faster practice. Our next word is return a call or returning your call. Return a call. Repeat after me. Return a call. This phrase means to call someone back after they called you first. For example, I'm returning your call from earlier today. Or, I'll return your call as soon as I can. Now make a sentence yourself. Imagine you missed someone's call and now you're calling them back. Our final word for this part is missed call. Missed call. Repeat after me. Missed call. A missed call is simply a call you didn't answer, one that shows up on your phone screen after the fact. For example, I saw a missed call from an unknown number. Or, I had 3 missed calls this morning. Now, imagine checking your phone and seeing calls you didn't answer. Make your own sentence using missed call. Now, here comes something important, something that will completely change how confident you feel the next time your phone rings unexpectedly. So far, we've built full sentences slowly, one situation at a time, following Sophia through real phone calls. But real fluency doesn't only come from slow, careful sentences. It also comes from speed, from your mouth reacting automatically, without pausing to build the sentence, piece by piece in your head first. The set plays. This is where we start training your reflexes, CVT saptis, your fast response muscle memory, the exact thing this lesson promised you at the very beginning. In just a moment, we're going to move into rapid practice, where I give you a situation and you respond instantly using the exact patterns we've built together throughout this entire lesson. I need to reschedule. Does this work for you? Yes, that works for me. Could you speak more slowly, please? Could you repeat that, please? I'm returning your call. Before we get there, let's check in with Sophia one more time, because tomorrow morning has finally arrived in her story, the morning of her very first day at her new job. And there's one more small, real human moment waiting for her right before she walks out the door. It's 7:40 in the morning. Sophia is standing by her door, coffee in one hand, keys in the other, feeling a mixture of nervousness and excitement that almost every person feels on their very first day at a new job in any language, in any country. Her phone rings one more time. She looks at the screen. It's Diane from HR. For one tiny second, that old fear tries to come back, that instinct to freeze before answering. But Sophia takes a breath, remembers everything she's practiced, and answers with a calm, clear voice. "Hi, this is Sophia." Diane says, "Hi, Sophia. Sorry to call so early. I just wanted to let you know. Please park in the visitor lot today, since your badge isn't ready yet. Is that okay?" And Sophia, without any hesitation this time, without any long pause, simply says, "Yes, that works for me. Thank you for letting me know." The call ends in less than 30 seconds. Simple, smooth, natural, no panic, no freezing. Just two people communicating clearly, quickly, and confidently, exactly the way real phone calls are supposed to sound. Sophia smiles, grabs her bag, and walks out the door toward her very first day, ready, in a way she never quite felt ready before all of this practice. Now it's your turn to build that same readiness, that same instant, automatic response, so that the next time your own phone rings in any situation, at any speed, your brain doesn't freeze. Your mouth already knows exactly what to say. Now, let's move into the part of this lesson designed to build real, automatic speed, the kind of reflex that doesn't wait for your brain to translate first. This is fast response training, and the rule is simple. I'll give you a real phone situation, a short prompt, and you respond immediately using the patterns we've built together throughout this entire lesson. Don't think too long. Don't search for perfect grammar. Just react the way Sophia has been learning to react, call by call, all week long. Let's begin gently, then build speed as we go. Someone asks you, "Is Tuesday okay for you?" You say, "Yes, that works for me." Someone asks, "Can you come in at 10?" You say, "Yes, that works for me." Someone asks, "Does Friday afternoon work?" You say, "Yes, that works for me." Feel how one single pattern, "Yes, that works for me," answers three completely different questions instantly without any new grammar needed. Now let's flip it around. You need to change an appointment. The receptionist asks, "What would you like to do?" You say, "I need to reschedule my appointment." Your dentist appointment is at a bad time. You call and say, "I need to reschedule my appointment." Your interview time conflicts with something else. You call and say, "I need to reschedule my appointment." One sentence. Endless real situations, always ready in your mouth. Let's add speed now. Someone speaks too fast on the phone. You say, "Could you speak more slowly, please?" The voice on the phone rushes through instructions. You say, "Could you speak more slowly, please?" You're on an important call and missing details. You say, "Could you speak more slowly, please?" This phrase, remember, is never embarrassing. It's simply smart communication. Now, you didn't understand one detail. You say, "I'm sorry, I didn't catch that." Someone mentions something quickly, and you're not sure what they meant. You say, "I'm sorry, I didn't catch that," Could you repeat that, please? A person gives you an address very fast. You say, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat that, please? Notice how these two phrases work together as one smooth, natural pair, and how quickly they're becoming automatic for you. Right now, in this very moment, let's practice returning calls quickly now. You missed a call from your doctor's office. You call back and say, Hi, this is your name. I'm returning your call. You missed a call from a job you applied to. You call back and say, Hi, this is your name. I'm returning your call. A friend called while you were busy. You call back and say, Hi, this is your name. I'm returning your call. This opening line works in almost every single callback situation you'll ever face here in America. Now let's practice asking about availability quickly, the way Sophia did with her dentist and her new job. You want to know if a day is free for someone. You ask, does Thursday work for you? You want to check if a time is open for a meeting. You ask, does Wednesday morning work for you? You want to offer a different day. You ask, does next week work for you? One flexible question, endless real conversations. Let's practice confirming information fast now, exactly like Sophia did twice in her story. You want to make sure your appointment is still happening. You call and say, I'm calling to confirm my appointment. You want to check your job start date is correct. You call and say, I'm calling to confirm my start date. You want to double check a delivery time. You call and say, I'm calling to confirm my delivery time. Same pattern, completely different situations, and now this pattern lives inside you, ready whenever you need it. Let's do one more round, a little faster this time, mixing everything together the way real phone calls actually happen, unpredictable, quick, always changing direction. Someone asks if Monday works. You say, yes, that works for me. You need to change your appointment. You say, I need to reschedule my appointment. Someone talks too fast. You say, could you speak more slowly, please? You missed part of a sentence. You say, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. You're calling someone back. You say, hi, this is your name. I'm returning your call. Notice something important right now. You didn't stop to translate a single one of those sentences in your head. Your mouth simply responded because these patterns are no longer foreign to you. They're becoming part of your natural, automatic English. Exactly the muscle memory this entire lesson was built to create for you. Let's return to Sophia's story. One final time, because there's a beautiful, quiet moment waiting at the end of her week. The kind of moment that shows just how far she's come since that very first shaking phone call to the dental office on Tuesday afternoon. It's Friday evening, the end of Sophia's very first week at her new job. She's sitting on her couch, a little tired, but genuinely happy, thinking back over everything that happened this week. The dentist call, the job confirmation call, the maintenance call, the missed call and voicemail, and finally, this morning's quick, easy call about parking. 5 phone calls, 5 completely different situations, and every single time she spoke, she listened, and she responded without translating word by word, without freezing in silence, without letting fear control the conversation. Her phone buzzes one more time. A text this time, not a call, from a coworker she met this week, someone named Rachel, who sat next to her during orientation. The text says, "Hey, Sophia, great first week. A few of us are grabbing coffee tomorrow morning. Want to join? I can call you tonight with details if that's easier than texting." Sophia smiles, and for the first time all week, the idea of an incoming phone call doesn't create even a small flutter of nervousness in her chest. It simply feels normal now, like any other part of her day. A few minutes later, her phone rings. It's Rachel. Sophia answers immediately, warmly, naturally. "Hi, Rachel," Rachel says. "Hey, so we're thinking Java Corner at 10 tomorrow? Does that work for you?" And Sophia, without a single pause, without a single shake in her voice, simply says, "Yes, that works for me. I'll see you there." Rachel laughs and says, "Great, see you tomorrow." And the call ends, quick, easy, comfortable, exactly the way a normal, everyday phone call between friends is supposed to feel. This is what real growth looks like. Not perfect English, not native level speed, just calm, clear, confident communication, one phone call at a time, one small, brave moment at a time, until those small moments become simply normal life. Let's take everything we've learned today and gather it together so it stays with you long after this video ends. Throughout this lesson, we followed Sophia through 5 real phone calls, a rescheduling call, a job confirmation call, a maintenance call, a missed call and voicemail, and a casual call from a new friend. Along the way, we built 9 essential tools for you. I need to reschedule my appointment. Does Tuesday work for you? Yes, that works for me. Does my insurance cover this? Could you speak more slowly, please? I'm sorry. I didn't catch that. Could you repeat that, please? Hi, this is your name. I'm returning your call, and please call me back when you get a chance. We also learned important vocabulary words that appear again and again in real phone conversations here in America. Reschedule, confirm, available, voicemail, hold the line, maintenance, access, master key, orientation, business casual, follow-up, return a call, and missed call. Every single one of these words and phrases is now something real, something you've spoken out loud, something that lives in your voice, not just in your memory. Here's what I want you to remember most from today's lesson. The goal was never to sound perfect. Sophia never sounded like a native speaker on any of those calls. Not once. What changed for her, week by week, call by call, was something much more valuable than perfect grammar. She stopped freezing. She learned that a small pause to ask, "Could you repeat that, please?" is not weakness, it's strength. She learned that simple, correct sentences, spoken clearly, are always more powerful than perfect sentences that never get spoken at all because you're too afraid to try. The next time your phone rings and it's someone speaking fast, someone from a doctor's office, a landlord, a new job, a delivery company, remember Sophia standing in her kitchen that very first Tuesday afternoon, hand shaking a little, saying one simple sentence out loud, "I need to reschedule my appointment." Remember that her voice grew stronger with every single call after that, not because English suddenly became easy, but because she kept picking up the phone anyway, kept using the tools she had, even when they felt small, even when her English wasn't perfect. That's exactly what I want for you. The next time you feel that small flutter of fear before answering an unknown number, numa, or before dialing a number you've been avoiding for days, I want you to remember these 9 phrases sitting quietly and ready inside you, waiting for exactly that moment. You don't need to be fluent to make a phone call in English. You just need a few strong, simple tools and the courage to press the call button anyway. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If this lesson helped you feel even a little more ready for your next real phone call, please subscribe to EFL USA and tap the bell so you never miss a lesson like this one. Next time, we're moving into another essential survival skill for daily life here in America. English for shopping and daily errands, real situations like returning an item, asking about a discount, or handling a mistake at checkout with the exact same real, practical approach we used today. Until then, keep practicing out loud, even in your own kitchen, even when no one's listening, the way Sophia did. Your voice is stronger than you think, and the next time your phone rings, you'll be ready. See you in the next lesson.